What if your mind could create something so real that it begins to exist outside of you? What if the thing you created starts thinking for itself? In 1972, in a quiet room in Toronto, a group of researchers attempted something unthinkable. They did not summon a spirit. They invented one. No death records, no grave, no tragic history, only an idea, a carefully crafted story. A nobleman named Philip Aylesford, broken by love, doomed by honor, lost to time. But Philip was not real, and yet when they called to him, he responded. Chairs shifted, taps echoed, the table moved without touch. The story they imagined had come alive. But what they unleashed was far more than they had expected and far harder to explain. Stay tuned with us till the end to know the truth of the Philip experiment. Part 1. The Birth of a Ghost. Philip's story was built, not found. Born in the minds of 8 people around a table. He lived in the 1600s, they claimed. An aristocrat, a soldier, a man disgraced by love. He lost his title. He lost his life. He haunted the ruins of his own shame. But none of that was true. They made it up, every word, yet they believed it. So completely that the air in the room began to change. Week after week, they sat in silence. Until one day, silence knocked back. 1 knock for yes, 2 for no. Philip was answering. The fiction had grown roots, but the question was no longer, can belief create a ghost? It became, what exactly did we bring into the room? Part 2, they lost control. At first it was simple, predictable. Philip would answer their questions, always within the limits of his invented history. But then the knocks came uninvited, stronger, angrier. Objects began to tremble. The table jerked. Lights dimmed at impossible moments. Philip was no longer only responding. He was reacting. They laughed at first. Then they hesitated. Then they questioned everything. Had they tapped into the collective subconscious? Had their focus awakened a hidden force? Or had something else, something nameless, slipped through the door they had opened? One participant wrote in their journal, "We created him. But now, I am not sure we are the ones in charge." Part 3, Beyond Imagination, Word Spread. The world took notice. Scientists called it a psychological phenomenon. Skeptics called it a party trick. Believers called it proof. But those who were in the room, they saw more than what could be measured. They repeated the process with other fictional spirits. Some worked, others did not. But none had Philip's presence. None felt as alive. Why? Was it the depth of the belief? Or the fear? Or was Philip never entirely theirs to begin with? What if they opened a space and something walked in, wearing the story they offered like a mask? Part 4, The Unwritten Ending. The experiment ended. The lights came back on. The knock faded. 2 theories are widely accepted related to the Philip experiment. 1, the ideomotor effect. This is the idea that unconscious physical movements, subtle automatic muscle actions, were responsible for the table raps, knocks, and movements. The participants were not faking it, but their own bodies were acting without conscious control. 2, collective subconscious or group psychokinesis. Accepted in some fringe psychological and parapsychological circles, this theory suggests that shared belief and focused mental energy among the group somehow created a manifestation, real, but sourced entirely from the mind. They created Philip through shared intention, like a psychological tulpa. But Philip never disappeared. He became a question that refuses to be answered. He was a ghost with no past, a haunting with no cause. And tonight, in some quiet room, someone else is writing a tale, giving it a name, a face, a fate, and wondering, can they bring it to life? The truth is, once you imagine it, once you believe in it, you might not be alone anymore. So ask yourself, was Philip ever real? Or did something real simply need a name? Some ghosts are born in the mind, but they do not stay there. What do you think about this mystery? Have you heard about the Tamam Shud mystery? A man found dead, a cryptic code, and a book that vanished. Discover the chilling truth. Click the link in the description.